matter.
Good evening. We are live on the Believe in Monsters podcast, Camp Edition. Welcome in. This is a little training camp. I'm Joe Gaither with Lucas Berry and Chris Krogman. We're all hanging out with you guys at BIM_pod on the Twitter machine. You're finding us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Amazon. We're a proud part of the Believe Network talking about your Chicago Bears. Make sure you go follow us at BIM_pod on the Twitter machine, at LBerry_40, at ShyBears1985, and myself at Joe Gaither6, as we are getting into the first few days of your Chicago Bears training camp. Caleb Williams is already the best quarterback in the NFC North, and by the end of the week, he'll be the best quarterback in the whole NFC. Welcome in and good evening, Chris Krogman. Are you on pins and needles waiting for this Hall of Fame game to start? Waiting to see Caleb Williams tear up the NFL? 400 yards he's going to throw for on Thursday night in his quarter, in his drive and a half. I can't wait to see it. How you feeling?
In general, I feel fine. I don't think we'll see Caleb on Thursday. I am looking forward to seeing Devin Hester, and the actually speeches are lame. But I will say his Hall of Fame bust looks more like him than a lot of other Hall of Fame busts have looked in the past.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, it looks just like him. If you guys never have been to the Hall of Fame, I highly, highly recommend it. It was a great time. There's shit tons of Bear stuff. Tons of Bear stuff. The gift shop is unmatched. You'll see shit there you can't get anywhere else. And it's not expensive at all. And none of the busts look like the people that they represent. It's fucking hilarious. Like, they do not like it.
That Hester one looks good. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I think it, like, really looks like him, which is rare, honestly. Every year I laugh at this shit, and I feel bad because the guy that does them has been doing it for years, and like he's like whatever. Anyway, it's always funny too because players can choose like what era of their career they can have their picture taken from. But I think Devin Hester still looks exactly like he did when he came out of college anyway. So
I was going to say he still looks really young.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, well that's cool.
Aged very well. But that's what I'm looking forward to as far as Thursday is concerned, Joe Gaither. But thank you for asking. How about you, Lucas Berry?
I'm looking forward to seeing Andre Johnson retire. I'm just joking. I don't care.
I did like Andre Johnson.
I did.
He beat the crap out of Cortland Finnegan.
Cortland Finnegan. There once was a man named Cortland Finnegan.
Got his ass kicked by Andre Johnson.
Yeah, what a beast, dude. Hall of Fame game. Yeah. We got football, but you're right. Caleb Williams probably is not going to play at all. I saw him begging today to get out there. He was telling the media how bad he wants to play. I think maybe a series. Maybe. They said they'll decide tomorrow. We'll find out.
They said you have to go back to like 2016 to have a starting quarterback that played in the Hall of Fame game.
I just let him play the whole game.
Didn't Mitch play in it that year?
Was Mitch the starter technically?
No. Wasn't his first preseason game against the Broncos, Denver?
For some reason, I thought Mitch played in the Hall of Fame game. I don't know why.
Well, I know I saw him preseason of 17.
Versus the Titans, right?
Yeah, against the Titans.
Chris is looking it up.
No, I'm not. I can. But real talk, I am. I mean, the best thing the Hall of Fame game, even though I was going to say the best thing is you get to see some of the guys that are fighting to make the roster. But in all honesty, man, the Hall of Fame game is like seems to be reserved for guys that are bagging groceries or selling insurance in like a month. So it's I mean, I'll watch it because it's Bears, but
It's football. Football's back. That's the bottom line.
yeah, but it's not really even football. It's not even like XFL quality football. It's terrible.
Yeah, but the quicker that gets you, the quicker you get your first episode of Hard Knocks. So
That is what I'm
right.
Is that
It's
this
nice,
Tuesday or next?
It's next.
next. Yep,
It's
after
the
the first game.
August 6th.
But at the same time, there's only so many guys they can sit. So, like, don't you think like Roma Dunze is going to get some snaps in this game?
And
Probably.
Caleb Williams.
No. I mean, maybe some snaps.
I mean, he's
but,
the
like,
third wide receiver. I don't think they're going to like not play him.
Yeah, but there's like 8 of them there, dude. Like they don't have to. Like they don't have to play them at all. Like they can literally just run out Peter LeBlanc and Freddie Swain and freaking John Jackson.
Tyler Scott. I'll be excited to see some Tyler Scott action. You know,
Yeah, I think Tyler Scott plays. I think Velus Jones plays. Dante Pettis plays. Colin Johnson, Simba Webster. And then, like I said, Swain and LeBlanc and Johnson. Like these are the guys you're going to see a lot of.
Hmm.
But that's fine.
We need to see Velus Jones. Make him prove himself. Make Velus Jones prove himself.
He has nothing to prove, Joe. He's already an all-pro kick returner, dude.
Well, apparently he was talking a lot of talking very confidently. We'll say that very, very, very confidently in his route running and receiving abilities. So we'll see if he can live up to those words.
He's actually been having a good camp.
That's what I heard.
Except for today, he had
Yeah,
a bad
I was gonna
day.
say I heard he dropped a ball that got picked off today, but like shit's gonna happen.
You suck.
Yep.
Apparently, up until today, he's been very solid. And
Didn't
Tyler
he have a
Scott.
solid camp? Didn't he have a solid camp last year though too?
I actually don't remember. I don't know. I'm rooting for my guy Velus. I don't hate him like everyone else, but really
don't
rooting
hate
for my
him
guy
either.
Velus.
Tyler
I do.
Scott.
Yeah, I hope Tyler Scott comes through because I mean Lucas, like you pointed out a couple weeks or what was it, like a week ago, that he's having a good camp, good start to camp. Would love to see him have a breakout year.
Man, having a good wide receiver 4 is like a cheat code in the NFL.
Hell yeah. Shoot, dude,
And-
if he's good, that'd be awesome.
It'd be better if Velus Jones was good.
Why?
Because then you'd have a good fifth wide receiver too.
Yeah, who cares about that? No, if we have a good 4th wide receiver who's not going to play that many snaps, but he'll fly past the cornerback when you need him to. That's all we need.
I just want to play him in the backfield more.
Velus V12.
Him and
So-
freaking DJ.
So Chris, none of this week matters to you then.
I didn't say that. I said the game was lame.
Well,
And
what does matter to you this week? How about that? How about that?
the practices leading up to it.
We've been
This
at
is
it.
like
for,
this is like the Senior Bowl.
yeah, we've been at it for what, like 6 days now, 7 days now. We've had like
There's been
5.
8 practices.
Okay, and like only 1 or 2 in pads.
2.
2, yep.
So what do we make of these first 8 days?
Caleb said he's where he's supposed to be, and he's going to be ready for week 1.
Super Bowl, baby.
Super
We're
Bowl.
gonna whip the Titans' ass week 1.
Whip them good.
Will Levis's bitch ass? No. No. We're gonna come on, Nashville. We're gonna
He puts mayonnaise in his coffee.
it's gonna be so bad on week 1, Lucas Berry. What do you make of the 8 days in?
Well, apparently Montez Sweat has been just absolutely unblockable. I mean, I don't really know how you block guys without pads on, but apparently Darnell Wright has had absolutely no answer for him. So that's interesting. He even got so quickly into the backfield a few times that Matt Eberflus had to throw him out of a drill in practice because he said he was going to hurt Caleb Williams. And he said he would be sick if he touched the quarterback. I see, like, I understand the premise of that, but at the same time, I'm like, that's awesome. Like, if you're just beating the offensive lineman so bad that the coach has to pull you out of a drill because he's worried about you stripping the ball out of the quarterback's hands and he gets hurt. That's sick.
Don't be touching my baby boy. Don't be touching my baby boy. You better keep Caleb Williams clean now, Darnell Wright. And no pads, Nate Davis. And Tevin Jenkins, who didn't he already get hurt, Tevin Jenkins?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just been Nate. No pads, Nate.
No pads, Nate.
Golly.
Actually, he was out there when there was no pads on, and then the pads came on and he got hurt.
Well, that's
Strain.
That's the joke. No pads, Nate.
Well, what's his deal, Lucas? Is it just, I have a boo-boo, or is this going to be a real thing? You told us before we hit live and recording that Eberflus already called him out on this stuff. Well, what's our latest with Nate Davis's shenanigans?
Sounds like the same old stuff that he did in Tennessee. And why there were reports that Mike Vrabel hated him.
That's crazy, dude. Hated him.
Well, guess what? Add me to Mike Vrabel's camp.
Apparently, Flus has been fiery in camp so far. Calling guys out in the media, throwing guys out of practice. That's what you like to see.
It is what you like to see. You gotta
Fiery Flus.
You gotta hold people accountable. You know, if you're gonna have a hits principle, you gotta stick to your principles, right?
Absolutely.
And not allow any bullshit, even if it is from your superstar defensive end, Montez Sweat.
Come
Are
on,
they gonna
Mark.
sign? Are they gonna sign any more defensive ends? Do we know?
Nope.
Nope,
think
they're not,
so.
or nope, they're going. They're not going to. They're not going to. Huh?
I don't know. They could. They might sign someone off the scrap heap, but apparently
is Yannick still hanging out?
I know he had a visit with the Dolphins, but I think they signed someone else. I think he is still out there. And
Lawson got signed, right?
I'm not sure.
Oh
Is he
my
back on the
goodness.
Jets?
What are we even doing?
Jets, Jets.
Everything I've heard so far is that Austin Booker's looked pretty good and has been a big surprise in camp so far.
And your boy Javon Dexter.
He's looking lean and mean, they're saying.
Lean, mean, sacking machine.
Lean, mean Dexter machine.
The Dexter machine. He's going to be in the backfield tearing shit up this year. And all this talk about, woe is me, our defensive line. Oh, no, woe is me. Chris Krogan is going to be proven right. Lucas and I have been worried so much about this defensive front.
Well, even Chris agreed with us that I think it would still use more depth.
Yeah, there's no depth. Zero. The guys behind him are who?
Yeah, exactly. We've had this
Like,
discussion, Joe.
you can't just have Dexter out there for 60 snaps a game.
99% of the snaps.
Just kill him.
He's lean now. He's just run him to the ground.
He can't. Yeah, no.
Give us everything you got, Javon.
I mean, dude, like seriously, like Zach Pickens is literally the only guy behind them that I even know who he is. Who is Byron Cowhart? Coward? You're a coward, Byron.
Caltart.
Michael Dwumfor. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing?
Well, that's what you're going to watch for on Thursday. Michael
That's what I'm
Dwumfor.
saying. That's the only guy. Apparently, there's a rookie that was getting snaps because Kyler Gordon, Reddy Stewart got a bunch of snaps today because Kyler Gordon got hurt or whatever. Which why the fuck is like Greg Stroman not getting snaps? Is he hurt? Is Josh Blackwell hurt? What's happening over there? What's going on there in Bears camp?
Heard good things about Reddy Stewart.
Ready. That's
Dude,
what Thursday's going to
what
be
a
all
name.
about. It's going to be so
What a
much
name.
fun.
Who do they even play? Houston?
Houston, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Central Time.
Central? Oh, my God. That means I got a 6 o'clock my time. Oh,
That's
my
perfect
goodness.
time for you.
It is
Get
perfect time.
the boys home. Have a little 5:45 dinner. Everybody scrambling to get up at 6:05, moving to ESPN to watch it. Be perfect.
So you guys actually think they're just not going to play Caleb at all?
No, he's gonna play the whole damn game.
I said a snap or two. I do not see him playing a series or no. Like they might not. Like the only reason they would is because the ESPN has some too.
I think realistically, I'm not being silly this time. I think we're going to see him for 2 series, but I think they're going to ask him to do pretty much nothing in those 2 series.
Just hand the ball off.
Yeah, you might get a check down, but other than that, it's going to be 5 handoffs for your 6 plays.
So, since we're talking about offense and handoffs and whatever, Lucas, one of the talking points we discussed tonight was how the offensive line is a little behind and is kind of getting their asses kicked by Montez Sweat and team and Dexter because Javon is better than Jalen Carter. And my curiosity is, do you think it could have anything to do with kind of somewhat of a new system?
Yeah, definitely. And it sounds like they've been having a lot of trouble with the cadence the past few practices, not as much today, but kind of like they were going through in the offseason, I guess. The cadences haven't been right, and they've been jumpy, and I guess the defensive line has been doing this weird shift thing before they snap and making them jump off sides. So I think they're just in their heads, honestly, at this point, just getting their ass kicked on the entire practice, jumping off sides a million times, and once you do that a few times, you really get in your own head. Especially when you know Montez Sweat is living in your backfield.
Yeah.
That's got to make you feel good bringing along your rookie quarterback behind an offensive line that's jumping, that's spotty, and no confidence.
Against this star-studded defensive line, how could you expect anything less? I mean, Austin Booker's having a wonderful camp by all accounts, and he's just probably smoking Braxton Jones. What's this Tristan Wirfs thing? Why did that start?
He wants a new deal.
Twitter stuff.
He wants a new deal. So people think the Bucs are actually not going to give it to him. Like, what kind of stupid?
He'll get his money.
He ain't going nowhere. Connor Williams is probably the only realistic chance the Bears have at any other offensive line adds. And if they were going to do it, they would have done it by now. Just so everybody knows. They have their centers. That's my hot take. Stop fucking posting about Connor Williams.
Well, it's a good thing they brought in 2 centers because if Nate Davis isn't playing, one of the centers is playing guard.
Bleep you, Nate Davis. Get your butt in line.
He's fine. Nasty Nate will be fine.
Get your butt to practice.
I will say it is very refreshing to hear some of the most negative Bears reporters come out and say that Caleb, for the most part, is getting the ball out quickly, especially on design screens and stuff where he's supposed to. It's just refreshing to hear from everything we've heard in the past and seen. I feel like the Bears always have a quarterback who can't throw a freaking screen pass. Just like the simplest pass. Then the other day I saw them throw a slant route in the 2-minute drill, and I was like,
what's that?
What a novel concept. Throw a slant route over the middle for 20 yards.
Who was it?
It was the Slant King. It was the Slant King. Keenan. Slant boy.
Keenan Slantlin. Keenan Slantlin.
That's another guy. Apparently, he's been a very vocal leader in Bears camp so far. He was actually the one chirping at Eberflus to get Montez out of the drill when he was touching Caleb. Pause. And I don't know. I guess he's just been a good leader out there, taking accountability, holding guys in the defense accountable when they were slacking off at the end of practice. And
can't be slacking off, boys.
Was it the defense that Eberflus made rerun back out onto the field because they were loafing?
Might have been.
I think it was the second team defense, kind of gradually coming onto the field.
Can't be doing that second team defense. It's the NFL. We're the Chicago Bears. We run on and off the field.
It does sound like obviously it's just camp talk, but from a lot of the stuff they're like running and people are talking about, I said it before, I think you guys are going to see an insane amount of DeAndre Swift to start the year, especially in the pass game.
Should I draft him in my fantasy league, Lucas?
They gave him a boatload of money.
A lot of stuff coming out is just like they're getting the ball out quick, 7-on-7s. They're throwing quick, easy passes. They even said DeAndre Swift was running corner routes in 7-on-7. Like,
yes,
I don't know. I think you're going to get a heavy dosage of him catching a lot of passes early in the year.
Is he the Bears running back to own in fantasy football?
Absolutely, especially in PPR, dude.
It's not going to be Khalil Herbert taking his job.
Khalil Herbert's going to be he's going to be like the David Montgomery of fantasy. Swift will get you down to the 2 or 1 yard line, and then they'll give it to the fat boy to plunge it in.
How is Khalil Herbert fat?
Yeah, I was going to say,
not.
well, what is Roschon Johnson doing?
I was like, what?
I saw what they did. They did that to Swift when he was in Detroit, and it would make me so mad because he would have this insane 60-yarder run and get tackled at the 2. And then they're like, get out of here. Give it to the 2-yard plunger.
What's Roschon Johnson going to be doing?
They do the same shit to Gibbs, too. That fucking asshole Dan Campbell. Reward your goddamn running back when he gets you to the goal line. Don't give the fucking Montgomery brace face.
Damn it, Dan.
He cannot still have braces, right?
He still got them.
Slow-mo. He hasn't got them. Oh my gosh, he was a good player last year.
I like Demont, but Dan Campbell's usage of running backs makes me very, very angry.
Or should I be avoiding all 3 Bears running backs in my draft that's coming up? Should I just be saying, you know what, none of them are going to be worth the?
I think Swift is. He's probably not going to be the most consistent back, but I think in PPR as a running back too, you're going to get some monster weeks out of him.
If you can get him in like the 8th or later, that's a go.
I think he's going in like the 6th or 7th ish.
Man, I haven't done a mock or anything.
It all changes when the season shows
month
up.
away, 6 weeks away.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I think that's exciting. Sounds like Caleb loves spraying the ball around too, which is cool. He doesn't just throw it to DJ, get Keenan, Adunze, Tyler Scott. Spreads that around. That's awesome.
That's why we're going to the Super Bowl. It's on, man. With an actual quarterback that is actually decent, that looks actually competent. You haven't had one, oh my God, since Jay Cutler.
I still can't believe it until we actually see it in the game, Joe Gaither.
The Hall of Fame game?
A regular season game.
And it's 2 drives. Y'all going to be watching Hard Knocks live?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Be bricked up in your man cave?
Probably just my living room, not downstairs. I'll make sure the kids are in bed first.
There you go. That's smart.
Wise beyond your years. What else you got, Joe Gaither?
What else do I have? Well, we talked about Nate Davis a little bit.
Oh, I found out what the Flappy Bird is. It's the no-fly zone. It's no-fly zone. I think what he's doing represents fly zone, but it is no-fly zone.
So he does this, and then he goes like this, right?
I guess. The jam? I didn't see the last part, but I guess that makes sense. But that's what it is, no-fly zone.
Did he talk about it?
No, I saw the Bears tweets on that when they captioned it no-fly zone, and then the dude was doing Flappy Bird, and I said, oh, that's it. I found out.
Flappy Bird. This guy.
Chris Krogman, as we are 8 days into camp, what's the ceiling for this year's Chicago Bears team? The absolute ceiling, maxing out.
I
Didn't
have
have
to math.
shooting.
I have to math because I can't math. 12-6.
Okay.
12. Wait, is that right? 12. Yeah,
I think you're one game over. That's 18 games.
12-5.
that's how many we play now. 16, 18, 20, 25.
Losing in
games.
the wild card.
Oh man, yeah, that'd be a
That's
heartbreaker. 12,
12-5. Yeah, I think that's
12 and
good.
5, losing in the first round of the playoffs. Oh,
I didn't say that. I didn't say they'd lose the first round of the playoffs.
we said 12 and 6.
I did say that. But that's not what I meant.
12 and 5 would be a lot of fun.
I mean, I think they can do something similar to what the Packers did last year. Make the playoffs and win the first game.
Fuck those hoes.
The Packers or the Texans?
Did the Packers win their first game last year?
Yep.
They did. They
Then
beat
that.
the snot out of Dallas. Didn't the Texans
guess-
win their game too?
Yeah.
Yes, I think they were on a wild card game, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Luke,
That's what I think the Bears' ceiling is. The Texans of last year. You get a wild card win, you get 11 wins, and that's it.
our rivals who just signed their quarterback to a big contract made Jordan Love the highest paid quarterback in the league. What do you think about that? Just 1 year starting, Lucas Berry.
He's the highest paid quarterback in the league?
Wasn't he?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure he was. 55, 54 million, right?
I gotta look this up. I mean the guy played his ass off last year. He waited in the wings behind Rodgers. It's definitely a risky move for the Packers, but knowing them, it'll pay off for him.
He's going to be a Hall of Famer.
I still am not convinced he's as good as he played last year. I don't know.
Who's that? CJ?
Jordan
No,
Love.
Love.
Oh, Love?
We don't care about no CJ Stroud on this show.
Well, he was just talking about the Texans were the top out for the Bears.
That's true.
Who's the quarterback for the Texans?
Jordan Love.
Oh, my mistake.
What do you think, Chris?
Do I think he's as good as he was last year? Yeah, probably. He had a shit fucking wide receiving core and still did fine.
It's the same wide
I think he
receivers they have
deserved
this
to
year.
be.
Yeah, 4 years, $220 million contract puts him in a tie for highest paid player in NFL history.
Whoa.
That's so irrelevant, though. I mean,
Wait,
Average of $55 million per year.
like, give me like his percent to cap, because it doesn't fucking matter if he's the highest paid player. If the
didn't
cap
Mahomes
continues to-
sign like a $500 million contract?
Yeah, but it's like a 10-year deal. That's why. So
And
it's
he's
all-
not making $55 million a year?
No, he's making like 50.
Mm.
It was like 10 for 500.
I don't know.
No.
$55 million a year, Lucas Berry.
That's insane money for J Love, and that's going to be. It'll be crazy if Caleb Burns' second contract will play that much.
He will. He's gonna be offered a 10-year, $5 billion deal, $50 billion.
Bears are going to have to rename the stadium to find money to pay him. Just like the Bengals did to pay Burrow.
They can garnish my wages.
Bengals had to rename their stadium so they could pay Burrow. It's all over.
What'd they rename it to? What'd they rename
I
it to?
forgot. They changed it. It's like Paycom Stadium or something weird like that.
Well, you heard it here first. Chris Krogman offered to garnish his paycheck to pay Caleb Williams' salary as long as Caleb Williams agrees to rename his last name to Caleb Krogman.
That's right. You mean
Haycore Stadium. That's what they named it.
Caleb Krogman under center for the Chicago Bears.
So I'm gonna do a little comparison here. So
compare and contrast
All right, 16%.
on
All
the
right,
Believe in
so
Monsters podcast. We're
what
gonna
did
percent
what
to
did
cap.
what did 20?
What did the fox say?
What did the
So
fox say? Ding 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 ding. What is the percent?
what do you get?
No. Say that again.
What did the fox say?
Cairo Santos.
He is
Carlos Santos.
Go Santos.
What did the fox say? Carlos Santos.
Hey. Go Santos. What did the fox say? Carlos Santos. Do you have the percentage of cap yet? Chris Krogman is going to be like,
Yeah, he's getting 22%, 21.5%.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, dude. So the comp I had was like, you remember when Joe Flacco got that $20 million deal in 2013? That was like, everybody's like, whoa, what the fuck is that? That was only 16% of cap.
That's
Which
cap,
is
bro.
nuts. That is cap, which is wild.
Do you like it? Do you like giving
The
Jordan Love
increases.
20% of their cap?
So the Packer guy at work said that people were talking about he was going to ask for like 60 million plus. So he was happy that he got 55. The fan friend of mine was happy that Love took 55. I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
Bleep you, Jordan Love.
it's going to be whatever. I'm just worried about our players. We can't do anything about what the Packers do, sign and shit.
Up your button around the corner, Jordan Love.
Just on a good one. Highest aid.
Carlos Santos.
Carlos Santos.
I gotta find that clip.
Jordan Love, we're coming for your ass this year.
What's Montez Sweat gonna do to him?
Oh, maybe it was 2014. Whatever. Anyway, I think Jordan Love got that's a lot of money.
I foresee a Montez Sweat collarbone game. Who was that
Well,
white
like,
boy? Who was that
Shea
white boy?
McClellan. Shea
Yeah.
McClellan.
Oh my gosh, Shea McClellan, you suck so bad. I hate
Sucks
you.
so bad. I hate Phil Emery for letting freaking Bill Belichick con him into that pick. Patriots are all over this dude. I think he could be the next Teddy Bruschi, blah blah blah. Oh, really? I'm gonna draft him.
Did he
Straight
actually
up
say
shit.
that?
They were all over Shea McClellan. I don't know if they
Oh,
said he could be the next Teddy Bruschi or not, but
No, I thought that was a real quote.
it could be.
Carlos Santos.
Carlos Santos.
And right as we speak, Jordan Love got ranked as the 34th ranked player in the NFL top 100.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I mean, he
DJ
was second in the league last year in touchdown passes.
That's true. That's true.
I'm
Did DJ
sure
make the list yet?
he's probably not going to make it, dude. He's a Bear.
He had 1,360 yards or some shit.
Bears.
You ever hear of the Bears tax?
Nope, never heard of that. What's that?
You just don't get nice things when you're on the Bears. Madden ratings, top 100s. It's the Bears tax.
Chris Krogman gets great ratings.
Caleb Krogman.
Caleb Krogman, 5,000 yard passer. Caleb Krogman.
Man, Puka Nakua is 33rd.
Puka Nashua.
No, Jordan Love was 33rd, I thought.
No, Jordan Love is 34. You literally just said it.
Puka Nashua.
Deron Bland is 31, which, okay.
Hey,
Ahead of Sauce Gardner.
Jordan Love was ahead of Joe Burrow.
Do you want to say hi?
Yeah, that's wild.
Say hi to the fellas.
How is Matt's? See, like, this is the thing. Why is Matthew Stafford 42?
Because he's old.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So, what do you guys think Kevin Byard's Madden rating is?
84.
78.
He's ranked 89 in Madden.
Nice.
Whoa! What's old Ejax rated?
Not on the top 10 list. I don't know.
Bo Jackson, signed by the Ravens.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was throwing a fit on Twitter
Hey.
timeline today because he said Kevin Byard sucks, basically. And he's an 89 overall.
Wow.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Why
Always
does
hated you.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson give a fuck? Little shit.
He's such a... Yeah,
I always
baby.
hated him.
I never liked him. He is, yeah.
He's always
Ever
the one.
since he
was the
punked
one
Tariq
who was-
Cohen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Or Tariq.
My boy
Tariq
Tariq Cohen.
He's like, I know I'm short.
Oh, what do you guys got? What do you guys got for me? It's training camp. We're 8 days into it. Haven't had too much action in pads yet.
Really,
Yeah,
I
probably.
wonder the value between what we have seen in pads versus what we have not seen, because you've heard, oh, Javon Dexter doing so good. Oh, the defensive line did so good. Well, you don't have any pads on. And you're seeing, okay, Caleb Williams responding to bad throws with good throws. And, oh, he made a great throw in 7-on-7. And, oh, it was a keyhole throw. And, oh, this, that, and the other over the middle. Well, in 7-on-7, you know, it's a bunch of bullshit. What's the value of this right now? How does this translate into the season, especially if we're not going to see, which I agree, we're not going to see hardly anything during the Hall of Fame game on Thursday. So how much this will really translate to the season? And does this mean that we should be all excited, or are we still in hold your horses territory?
Well, all the Dexter talk started when they had pads on. That wasn't just smoke. From what I recall, that started Friday, Saturday when they were wearing pads. As far as like Caleb goes, I mean, it's better that he's not throwing shitty passes during 7-on-7s.
It's not just that. People are saying a lot of the flashes you're seeing will translate when he's flushed out of the pocket and throwing dimes on the run. Apparently that's been like the biggest thing about him in camp so far, is that just on the move he's been incredible, from what people are saying. And he's going to need to be on the run a lot with that offensive line. Joking. I hope they're not that bad, but you don't know.
How poetic would it be if they got all the pieces in place except for the offensive line sucked again?
Dude, oh my God.
I think last year they definitely took a step in the right direction of not sucking. They weren't the greatest, but they didn't suck.
They had a rookie right tackle who had a pretty good year. Nate Davis is Nate Davis. And they had a left guard and left tackle that were pretty solid. I mean, Tevin was definitely the highlight, right? And Braxton Jones was very serviceable again. They've brought in two people to try at center, one that they really, really like, apparently. And, you know, Nate is whatever. I mean, you cannot address everything in one off season. Like, everybody wants to have an interior lineman and an interior defensive tackle and wide receivers. Like, they didn't have to take Rome Odunze. I thought that was a luxury pick, in my opinion. Is it nice to have? Is it cool that they're going to have him? You know, and that Keenan Allen's only there for 1 year. Yeah, but that's the other thing, is they could have taken, you know, an interior offensive lineman or defensive tackle there, but you saw where those guys slipped to, like the guys that we all thought that they would take. There's that kid out of Texas. He fell all the way to like 16, 18, something like that.
Byron Murphy.
He's got his
Yeah,
own issues
someone-
right now.
I don't know if I like him so much after seeing what he was saying.
Oh yeah.
What did he do? I didn't even see that. What did he do?
Nothing.
He said something about some transgender ladies. Wasn't that it?
He
Oh,
was
he had some-
sending some inappropriate stuff.
He had some inappropriate sayings, huh? It's not. It's probably not good for your image, bud.
No.
Opinion, just keep it to yourself. Apparently, in the NFL, right?
Interesting comments.
Well, and then the other kid from Illinois. But anyway, point being, like, they brought in Ryan Bates, they brought in Colt Shelton. You have to trust that those guys are going to fit the offense well. And we like Braxton, we like Tevin, we like Darnell Wright. Nate, when he plays, is fine. So I don't think they're going to suck, is my point. Joe, as much of a homer as you are for the entire team, I am a homer for every individual player. They're going to be the fucking Pro Bowler.
I do have to say, to your Roma Dunze point, Ryan Pace always talked about having conviction on a player. Ryan Poles absolutely loved that guy. Like, it's all coming out now that, one team had him as their top ranked receiver and this and that. Like, Bears wanted to trade up for him, the whole nine. So, yeah,
right.
They were not leaving that draft without him if he was on the board.
The Giants thought they were going to trade up for Joe Alt, right? They were saying if Neighbors was off the board by the time the Giants drafted, there was a deal in place with the Bears. So
With
I
the
guess
Giants?
the Giants had, I don't know if it came out from the Giants or from the Bears that the Giants had said if Neighbors was gone, because that was their guy that they wanted, that they were going to trade down with the Bears because they thought they wanted Joe Alt.
Yeah, and then everything you've seen about Roma Dunze on the Giants' Hard Knocks and all that has been nothing but awesome stuff. So, I don't know, man. I would be very shocked. He was
Yeah,
they showed
I'm
him
with
being
it.
like interviewed by the coaches. I would be very shocked if he wasn't a pretty solid player for the Bears, honestly.
And you can't just take a
He's gonna be a
defensive
Pro
tackle
Bowler.
because you can't just take a position of need when
Right.
you have a better player on the board. And like obviously there are limitations to that. You don't draft Caleb Williams and then turn around and take another quarterback at 9. That would be just fucking ridiculous and reckless, even if he is the best player on the board. But so to the original point, you can't fix everything in one offseason. You don't just reach for something because you need it. You have to at least. I don't think they did enough on the defensive line in free agency, but there wasn't a lot to do. I really wish they would have brought Justin Jones back, even if it was at $10 million a year, because obviously like the cap went up fucking $30 million, dude. And we had a ton of cap room anyway. We could have given money to Justin Jones. It would have been fine.
Next year is quite literally a year where they could spend every resource they had on the trenches and it'd probably be fine.
They might have to, right? Because they have to hit that cap floor, and I don't know how much they've. Well, after the Jalen contract, and
yeah, I don't even know if
Sweat
it's that.
contract.
I'm just saying, like, I think they'll be in a good enough spot next year where they'll be able to kind of have that luxury of just spamming, filling out the trenches in the draft, free agency, the whole 9.
right. No, I agree.
So, what do you guys think the over-under is for Thursday night? Preseason.
33.5.
Joe Gaither.
Yeah, I'll say 38. Yeah, 38.
31 and a half.
Oh,
I was gonna go lower.
Nice and
I was gonna go-
sloppy. I'm pretty sure preseason games go under like crap ton of times.
You could actually bet on that shit.
Oh yeah. Get your count going, Krogman. It starts tomorrow.
Oh, my accounts.
On Thursday.
Actually, it is a good way to make money if you're. Some people love just betting that because there is a kind of more of a method to the madness there. With like how absurdly low these spreads get.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't know, man. You can't ever put any kind of trust in a freaking preseason game.
Listen, I'm not the guy doing it. I'm just saying. The guys that know what they're doing say it's like easier than a lot of other stuff to bet on.
I think they're high as fuck. I don't know who these people are that say they know what they're doing with preseason games, exhibition games. King, man, that's like betting against Jake Paul against any random fighter. You already know the fix is in. Now, if he'd have fought Tyson, that'd have been funny. But apparently, Tyson's contract was set up to not beat Jake Paul until like the 6th round or 7th round. That's how he would have got the most amount of money. But by that time, dude's going to be tired because he's fucking 60 years old.
Is that how they structure the contracts?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
That's fucked.
Yep. Which is stupid. Which is like, if I'm Tyson, I'm just like chilling for 6 rounds and then beating the crap out of him. Just like,
taking hits to your blockhead.
yeah. I don't know. I can't remember what his injury is, but I wish I would have
Old.
happened.
His injury is called being old.
It's spinal.
Yeah, it's true. He is 60 or whatever.
He's almost as old as you are, Chris.
Not quite as old as me, but that's okay. Got you 2 grandkids.
Carlos Santos.
All right.
What was the problem?
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Final.
No, I did it by a motorcycle accident. The doctor discovered I was doing my sit-ups 2,500 a day.
2,500 a day. There you go, Chris. That was his injury. Spinal.
Back injury? Spinal.
Just spinal.
Like the freaking like when Aaron Rodgers. Oh, it's my knee. All hopped up on whatever. Freaking painkillers, cheater.
If you got to only see one thing on Thursday, Chris, what would it be? What would be the one thing that you would choose to see?
Austin Booker wreck and shop.
Mine's a Valus Jones long tutty.
40
40 plus yards.
I like that.
From Austin Reed. A pass
from
from
Austin Reed's gonna play a shit ton, dude. He's gonna play
to
like a whole.
V12.
Fuck you,
By the
Valus.
time Austin Reed's in there, Valus isn't even gonna be there anymore.
That's hilarious.
God dang you, Valus.
God dang Valus Jones, you son of a bitch.
So let's talk about this while we still have everybody. Next week, do we want to record before or after the Hard Knocks?
After.
Yeah. So it'll have to be start recording on Wednesdays or late Tuesday.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah. Or Thursday.
Okay. All right. That'll be fun. Well, Hard Knocks action.
Take us home, Joe Gaither.
Bear down, Chicago Bears. Make every play clear the way to victory. Bear down, Chicago Bears. Put up a fight with the might so fearlessly. We'll never forget the way you thrilled the nation with your T formation. Bear down, Chicago Bears, and let them know why you're wearing the crown. You're the pride and joy of Illinois, Chicago Bears. Bear down.